Naushin and welcome back to my channel. As you have probably guessed from the title of this video, yes, I'm here with my Pohela Boishakh or Bengali New Year tutorial of this year. I have created this matte brown warm smoky eye but with a pop of glitter on my eyes. So I wanted to keep it pretty neutral, but at the same time I wanted to amp up the look a little bit with the glitter eyeliner. You can totally improvise this look if you don't like the glitter eyeliner and keep it on the simple side just with the eyeshadows. But I like it this way. I liked how it turned out. I really hope that you will enjoy this tutorial as well. So let's get into the tutorial and I wish you all a very happy new year. First thing first, to prime my face, I'm gonna use NYX Angel Veil Primer. This has some light reflecting particles, so I have dry skin. I'm using this to have some glow, but if you have oily skin, make sure you use some mattifying primer because you wanna make sure that your foundation lasts for the whole day. Since I have dry skin, I don't need to worry about that because either way my foundation will last on my skin because it doesn't get oily too much. For foundation today, I have picked Too Faced Born This Way foundation. It gives me very full coverage and at the same time it lasts for the whole day. At the end of the day, when you will look at the mirror, you will see that the foundation is exactly as you have applied in the morning. Another thing is, it is great for all kind of skin. So if you have dry combination, oily, whatever skin type you have, you can use this foundation. And generally 1.5 pump is more than enough. And I'm gonna use a damp beauty blender. By the way, my shade is golden, just in case if you're wondering, and I always put all the details in the description box, all the shade name and my other foundation shade reference as well. As you can see, I had quite a few pimple marks here and also here one pimple peeking through, but it has covered up all the things. I don't even need to use any concealer. Though it matches my skin, I bring down a little bit on my neck just to blend everything. Before setting my foundation, I'll do a little bit of color correcting. So I'm using this MAC Correct Duo. I generally mix these two colors, the peach and the yellow at the back of my hand, to create a little bit of like light peach because this orange is too much. So that's what it looks like after blending. I took a little bit on my lid because I have very dark lids, as you can see. So when I will apply concealer, it will be one single color. I let it sit on my skin for 1 to 2 minutes, just let it dry, and then I move on to concealer. For today, I'm gonna use Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is very full coverage, but it doesn't budge for the whole day. My shade is tan, but since I like a little bit of highlighting for special days, I'm gonna use a little bit of medium as well. So first I'm gonna use tan. Since it is very full coverage, I need a little bit, not too much. Put a little bit on my eyelid, then a little bit of medium, and I will do a little bit of highlighting with the shade medium here. I found out that Tarte Shape Tape Concealer works great with Beauty Blender because it soaks in some of the excess product. Now to set my under eye, I'm gonna use this RCMA No Color Powder. I keep it in this small jar because it is a lot easier to use. And to set the rest of my face, I'm using MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. My shade is medium golden. And with a fluffy powder brush, I just lightly sweep it all over my face. If it is pretty humid and hot outside, it is a very crucial step to set your foundation because otherwise it will move throughout the day. Now I will quickly do my brows and then we will start with the eyes, and for the rest of the face we'll come back later. For brows, I want it to stay in place for the whole day. That's why I'm using Benefit Ka Brow. You can also use Anastasia Deep Brow Pomade. They are pretty similar. Alright guys, I'm done with my eyebrows and I will move straight to the eyeshadows. Since I have already primed my eyes with the concealer, I don't need any separate eyeshadow primer. So for eyeshadows, I'm gonna mostly use these 4 colors today. These are all from Makeup Geek. So first, I'm gonna take a fluffy blending brush and I'll take this color called Chicory and I'll place it all over my crease. The reason I do my eyebrows before doing my eye makeup is the tail of my brow works as a guideline for my eyeshadows, how far should I take it. So this is the end point for me. Now I will take this warm brown shade, this is called Cocoa Bear, and with a tapered blending brush, I'll focus it more precisely on my crease, and I will also take it to the outer half of my lid. As you can see, I'm gradually trying to build up the color to the outer half of my lid and also to the crease, because this is gonna be the main color we are gonna use. Pretty much this is the main shade we are gonna use on our lid since we are gonna use glitter liner. I have kept the eyeshadows on the pretty neutral side and mostly to the matte side. Now I'm gonna take a very tapered blending brush and this shade here, this is called Beaten, and I will just deepen my outer V a little more. Now I will touch up a little bit on the first chicory shade, so I'm just trying to blend those two colors. Now at the inner half of my lid and on my brow bone, I'm gonna use this off-white shade, this is called Vanilla Bean. It is just to lighten up a bit on this side. I'm basically using the same brush. You can use any shimmery light shade of your choice in place of this Vanilla Bean, but I prefer it to keep it matte since I'm gonna use the glitter liner. So that's pretty much it with the eyeshadows. I will come back and will do my lower lash line a little bit later, but now I will draw my wing with the Sephora High Precision liquid liner. This is my favorite one to draw wings. So I'm keeping this wing on a bit thinner side because we are gonna use the glitter liner on top of that. Alright, so the first part of the eyeliner is done. Before going to the glitter part, I'm gonna use this Laura Geller eyeliner in the shade Blackbird to tightline my upper and lower lash line. Make sure you tightline your upper lash line as well because it makes the lashes to look fuller. It makes a whole lot of difference, trust me guys. Alright, now let's come to the most exciting part. For the glitter liner, I'm gonna use Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liner in the shade Midnight Cowboy. You need to take some time and apply it slowly. So I will focus it on top of the black liner. So take your time and make sure that the line covers with glitter evenly. Since I'm using glitter liner, it is a lot easier to use, but you need to dip in your brush quite a few times to get the even application. So that's it with the eyeliner. Now I will apply a little bit of eyeshadow under my lower lash line. So I will use the same eyeshadow Cocoa Bear, and with a flat shader brush I'm gonna put it under my lower lash line. Alright, so don't make the mistake as I did. As you can see, I have transferred a little bit of glitter liner on my crease while I was working on my lower lash line. So wait for a while. Once it dries, then go for another work. I'll wait here for a while to let it dry, and then I will use a Q-tip to remove that excess glitter from there. So here is a quick tip. If you want to remove glitter, just roll the Q-tip, don't drag it. So it will pick the glitter. I'm taking a little bit of chicory just to blend it. It's not gonna show up, but it will help to blend. Now, just on my inner corner to brighten up a bit, I'm using the same Vanilla Bean eyeshadow, and I'm just placing it here. Alright guys, that's all with the eyeshadows. I'm gonna use falsies. Today I have picked Huda Beauty Samantha. The reason I picked this one for this look is it is very wispy, but at the same time it's not overly dramatic. I don't want anything very dramatic for this look, but I want something that will, you know, make the lashes look fuller and a little bit wispy, and this is perfect for that. So I will apply the false lashes off camera and I'll come back. Alright guys, the eyes are pretty much done. I will move on to the face. So I'm gonna contour a little bit with my Smashbox contour powder. This is called Bronze. This is the middle one. And I'm not gonna go for intense contouring, but since it is special day, a little bit of contouring. It's gonna look good, right? So as you can see, I'm placing it at the bottom of my cheekbone. So you can feel the cheekbone like this and place it underneath the cheekbone. So it's gonna create a shadow there. So if you have large forehead like me, you can also put a little bit here on the hairline. And I put a little bit underneath my jawbone. Make sure you blend it properly, otherwise it's gonna look like a harsh line there. Now for nose contouring, I'm just switching to an eyeshadow blending brush, but with the same contour powder. If you already have sharp nose, you don't need to do that, but I just want to slim down my nose a bit. So I'm putting it at the two sides just to create the shadow, and it will lift the nose. I'll put a little bit underneath my lips. It's gonna make it look a bit fuller. And a little bit at the depth of my cupid bow. Now to highlight my face a bit, I'm gonna use this Milani Strobe Light highlighter in the shade Sun Glow. I love this highlighter, guys. These are beautiful. And this is from drugstore. They also have another color which is called Day Glow. I love that too, but this one is more on the goldenish side, which matches my outfit. That's why I picked this one. And I'm gonna use my Anastasia highlighter brush. I feel like nowadays, if I apply my highlighter first, it blends out better when I apply the blush. I'm also putting it at the high points of my face, so I will use it down the bridge of my nose, on my cupid bow. I love this highlighter because it's not too intense. You can use it at a very subtle way, or you can just load your face like I'm doing today. But you can just control the use of it. So I'm using it at the arch, not at the arch, at the top of the arch of my brows, basically on the bone structure. Alrighty, now the blush. For blush, I'm gonna use Milani Romantic Rose. It is very soft rosy color. I feel like it goes perfectly with my outfit and the look currently I'm wearing. Now for lips, I'm gonna go on the nude side today, so I'm using Anastasia Ashton. You can definitely use any bright red shade as well, depending on your preference. But today I'm in the mood of using a nude lipstick with this look. But yeah, feel free to use whichever you feel like using on that day. So that's all with the tutorial, guys. I like the hair to leave it like this since I have short hair, but if you are in a very hot humid weather, you can make a bun, whichever you prefer. It's gonna look great either way with this look. But I really hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial, and if you liked it, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to share it with your friends and family, and I'll get back to you soon. But before going, don't forget to subscribe to get future update for my videos, and I wish you all a very happy Bengali New Year. Bye bye, beauties.